The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network and HockeyTournaments.com. Are you looking for a hockey tournament? Are you an adult trying to organize a hockey tournament? Well, you can find a match at HockeyTournaments.com. www.hockeytournaments.com is where you should go if you're looking to either play in a tournament or find a tournament to play in. Why, hi there, everybody. I'm Ron Zuckett. Hello there, OG, and welcome to the Mad Dash to end the season. Over the next 4 days, and maybe nights, we will try to finish the 1978 regular season, and today we start with 3 win-in games. As my nose itches. Today, it is Chicago and Washington. It's simple. The Bears are 8-7. The Bears can win the Central Division with a win, and so that's what we're going to do. They can knock Green Bay and Detroit right out of the divisional chase anyway. So if the Bears beat the Redskins over the next hour and a half, the Bears win the NFC Central. Washington is a wild card. They're playing on Christmas night against somebody at home. But tonight they're worried about the Chicago Bears. Tomorrow at noon, we hope to get the NFC wildcard settled because we're going to have the Giants and the Eagles from Philadelphia. Again, if the Eagles win, they're the wild card at 9-7, and they will go to Washington for a Christmas night visit. And then Wednesday at noon, Kansas City and Seattle. As you can see on the screen, Kansas City is 10-5. They go to the playoffs with a win. I promise. No more pitches from the 3-yard line. I promise. So those are the 3 guaranteed games. What happens after that? Well, I don't know. You could see as many as 6 games this week. I might not get any sleep this week. But for now, it's Chicago and Washington. As I lost my mouse. If the Bears win, they are NFC Central champions and likely to visit Los Angeles for the NFC divisional game. The Redskins are favored by 7. That's interesting. The weather, 42 degrees, no wind, good field, no rain. The Bears have won the toss and will receive. And so it's Bob Avellini, quarterback for the Bears, and Walter Payton, the primary running back. They're going to go as far as sweetness can take them. John Riggs has had 1,000-yard years for the Redskins. This game doesn't really mean all that much. They have home field. They can't get home field if they win their wild card game. So this is all about Chicago. The Redskins are in red with the burgundy red with the white numbers and the burgundy helmets. The Bears in white jerseys with their unique black numbers, kind of a curly-Q kind of font. Boschnagel is back to return. He stands on the 8. The Bears are going to go from left to right. They have the wind here. Walter, Sheld, and Gaines are the upmen. They stand on the 15. And so the kick from Mosley is away, and this game starts at the 1-yard line. 5, 10, 15, 19-yard line, or 18-yard line. Boschnagel had it and got 18. And so for the Bears, as I said, win it in. Pretty simple. Their road, if they don't win, why is my camera on? It should not be on. If they don't win, they can still get in, but it gets complicated. So Walter Payton is your primary running back. Roland Harper is the fullback. Bob Avellini is the quarterback for the Bears. He's not great. He's going to get picked off. He's going to have to manage the game really well. James Scott is his left side receiver. And Golden Richards from Dallas is his right side receiver. Scott is the primary, along with Peyton. Greg Latta is pretty much a blocking back. He's there. He might get one catch. Chad Albrecht is your left tackle. Reeve Sorey is your left guard. Dan Neal is your center. Noah Jackson, the right guard. And Dennis Lick is your right tackle. Then you bet this is for Peyton. Trap to the right from the 18-yard line, and he gets it to the 20. Across to the 24-yard line, a gain of 6. Dallas Hickman makes the tackle for the Redskins. For Washington, Coy Bacon, who's had some marvelous games on this replay, is your left defensive end. Perry Brooks is your left defensive tackle. Washington will play a 4-3. Big Dave Butts, the right defensive tackle. And Ron McDowell, the veteran, is your right defensive end. Brad Dusick, the left outside linebacker. Harold McClinton plays the middle, and he does look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Dallas Hickman is playing out for an injured player at the right outside. Lamar Parrish, your left corner. Joe Lavender is your right corner. Big Scott, the free safety. And the quarterback of this defense, Kenny Houston, is your strong safety. 2nd and 4. Harper off tackle left from the 24, and he will be 2 yards short. Bacon with the tackle. 3rd and 2 for Chicago. And they'll go 2 tight end set for Peyton on the 26. And Peyton wants a trap to the right. He's got it. Is he going to get the first down? McDowell makes a tackle, but only after a gain of 1. And so for the Bears, that's not what they wanted. 3 and out. 4th and 1. You're not going to go for it down there. So out comes Bob Parsons and Green, the returner for Washington. They'll punt it deep. Green from the 25 of DC, and he only gets a couple yards. He gets 2 before Reidelick makes the tackle. A punt of 48, a return of 2. And so Joe Theismann quarterbacks the Redskins. John Riggins, the primary back. Clarence Harmon starts as the secondary back. That's from an injury. Don McDaniel was a left side wide receiver. He'll be on the far side. Danny Buggs, the near side receiver. Gene Fugit, who was a tight end for the Cowboys, now with Washington. And we'll meet the rest of the bunch in a minute. Riggins trap right from the 27. He gets it to the 30. 31 before Livers makes the tackle after a gain of 4. So the Redskins favored by a touchdown. Let's meet their offensive line. Terry Hermeling, the left tackle. Dan Nugent, the left guard. Bob Kuziel is your center. Ron Saw, the right guard. And George Stark, the right tackle. 2nd and 6. Harmon on the dive for the Redskins. And he gets it to the 34 before Hart can make a stop. Tommy Hart. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Skins from their own 34. Chicago plays a 4-3. Tommy Hart, who just made that tackle, the left defensive end. Jim Osborne, the left defensive tackle. Alan Page, who you normally would see with Minnesota, quarterbacks the Bears line. And Mike Hartenstein, who would be part of those teams in the 80s, is on the right side. The linebackers, the veteran Doug Buffon is the left outside linebacker. Tom Hicks plays the middle. And Gary Campbell's on the right outside. Virgil Livers is on the left your left corner. Terry Schmidt, how you doing, Al? Terry Schmidt is the right corner. Gary Fensick, who you know all too well, is a strong safety. And Doug Plank is the free safety. 3rd and 3 for Washington. Harmon on a sweep to the right. From the 34, gets nothing. Hart with the tackle after a gain of 1. And so, well, we get introduced to everybody, but That's an awful long way to go about 2 3-and-outs. So 4th and 2, and the Redskins will punt. 42 degrees, a little bit of wind. For December, a beautiful day in the nation's capital. Mike Bragg will stand in his own 20. Schubert, the primary returner for the Redskins. And that will be taken by Schubert at the 28 to the 30, 35. And before Lorch makes a tackle after a gain of 8. So the Bears get it for the second time from the Chicago 33. So here we go. So the Bears with a win the Central. If they lose, then we will have Green Bay at Los Angeles for you. Green Bay can win if the Bears lose and the Packers win, because the Packers only have 7 losses. That game would probably be, well, I don't know yet. Let's see how many of these stack up. I feel like we're doing air traffic control at Kennedy. First down, they're going to try for James Scott. And a medium slant. Avellini back to throw. Redskins pressure. Avellini's going to scramble. And Hickman will make a stop after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. So give Dallas Hickman the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 37. Peyton off tackle left, but there's a flag down.
False start. Offense. Number 70.
And it was licked, the right tackle.
Repeat, second down.
He jumped so he wouldn't get licked. And we'll have 2nd and 11 from the Bear 32. That's not what they wanted. They really need everything to go right. The Bears are 8 and 7. Washington 10 and 5. Peyton, short one in the flat to the near side. Avellini throws. Peyton has it behind the 30. 35-40. He's trying for a first down. He gets one. And Hickman will make the tackle after a gain of 14. So 1st and 10 from the Bears 46. And if you're wondering about, comparing other teams, this is like the Kansas City Chiefs, but they can pass. Not well, but they're certainly better than what the Chiefs could do the other day. Roland Harper off tackle left, 1st and 10 from the 46. He gets it to the 48 before Dave Butts makes a stop. Redskins play and run. OG's featuring on his channel the expansion pack from Stellaris. I believe it was episode 8 today. Continuous war as OG battles other civilizations and Paradox itself. Stellaris, and you're playing some other space game too that's not Star Trek, but space exploration with the good old NATO counters and all that. So that's on OG's channel. 2nd and 8. Peyton trap left from the 48. And he gets it across midfield before Butts makes the stop. Albrecht is shaken up for Chicago, and he's out for the game. So they lose their left tackle. And I believe that is Dan Jiggets from television fame. Hopefully that sounds about like his television career, 4 and 4. We'll get to Mr. Al's contributions after this play. So again, James Scott, medium hitch from Avellini. Redskins pressure him. Avellini stays in the pocket, dumps it down to Peyton, has a first down and more inside the Redskins 45 to the 42. Brad Dusick with the tackle. Golden Richards was doubled, but Avellini found Peyton. So 1st and 10 from the 42 of Washington. Peyton on a pitch right. And he gets a block across the 40. McDowell makes a stop at the 39. Let me take a drink first. You are not subscribed to Al Red Sox Fan Channel, you're missing 2 great events. Al is doing a 1980s one-and-done tournament with football, and he just played the Chargers and the Eagles. I won't spoil who won it, but Al is one of the most entertaining YouTubers out there, and they're coming down to the clinch. And his baseball tournament from 1978 is using Out of the Park 19, and that's a one-and-done tournament. And the Atlanta Braves have captured the imagination of this community. They are in the final of that. Imagine that. The 78 Braves. I mean, Ted Turner managed a 77 team for one game. And so they are in the final. They've beaten some good teams. So if you're not subscribed to Mr. Al Red Sox Fans YouTube channel, you should be. 2nd and 7. Harper off tackle left from the 39, and he gets it to the 36 before Dusick makes the stop. So 3rd and 4 from the Washington 36. If you're wondering about field goal, don't. We're too far away. Let's see. What are we doing here? Screen to Harper is the call. He's going to cut out to the far side. Avellini looks. He throws. He's got him behind the 40. 35. First down inside the 30 before McClinton can make the stop at the 28. So Avellini's just doing little chucks and ducks, and it's working. He's 3 for 3 for 29 yards. Fresh set for the Bears at the Washington 28. Peyton. Off tackle right, but there's a flag down.
False start.
Oh, God.
Offense. Number 65.
It's Jackson, the
5-yard
right guard.
penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, George Halas doesn't coach this team anymore, but he's looking down at the box about 2 from me with those binoculars, and he's got his cane in his hand, and he's just shaking it at every offensive lineman who makes a dumb mistake like that. Yeah, that's what he said. Don't even need a Ouija board for that. So 1st and 15 from the Washington 33. Lotta on a short slant. Avellini looks, he throws, and he throws it right into double coverage. Lucky not to get picked. Houston almost had that. And I'm not talking New Oilers. 2nd and 15. 2 tight end set. Peyton on the dive from the 2 tight end set. Gets it across to 30. He got some headway. He got 6 before Brooks makes the tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 9 from the Washington 27. And already they're in field goal range. They're now at a 65% chance. Boschnagel comes in as a 3rd. No problem, Al. My pleasure. Boschnagel, 3rd wide receiver. He's up there with James Scott on the far side. To Avellini's left. We're going to go to Scott for a medium slant. Avellini looks to throw. He has time. He goes over the middle to Scott at the 15 to the 10 before Parrish can make the tackle after a gain of 16. So it's 1st and 10 from the Bears from the Washington 11. And we go back to a two running back set. Robin Earl comes in for Peyton. And we're going to run it out of the eye. It's Harper. He's going to be the fullback. Going to try a sweep to the right. Long drive here for the Bears from the 11. And he gets it to the 11 before Hickman can knock him down. No gain. So 12 plays, 56 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Bears. They're pretty much certain to get a field goal from here. Famous last words, Ron. So, Robin, my name is Earl. Only had 3 carries all year. Tries an off tackle to the right from the 11. Across the 10 to the 5. And Dusick makes a tackle at the 4. A gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 3. As Peyton comes back in. 2 tight end set. Harper and Peyton. Again, they're going out of the eye. What's Peyton's best play? What's Harper? Oh. Pitch to the right from Peyton out of the eye. From the 4. He's got it at the 11. He turns the corner. He gets the first down, but he won't get the touchdown. So it's a gain of 3. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Bears have taken half the quarter. Harper. On the dive. 2 tight end set from the eye at 6. Touchdown, Chicago. Harper got it in on the dive play. And 15 plays in over 8.5 minutes, and the Bears are on the board. They lead it with the kick now by Thomas, 7-0. And so for Washington, it's kind of, we get the game, we're playing Christmas night. Green is back for the kick. And our offense has been off the field forever. Thomas hits it off the side of his foot. Taking it to 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 33-yard line before Devlin knocks him out of bounds. So Tony Green from Bob Thomas. 1st and 10 for the Redskins, their second series. And we're going to start with the medium slant to Daniel Buggs. Theismann blitzed, scrambles. Nope, can't get back to the line. Alan Page knocks him down. So Theismann is sacked. And it'll be 2nd and 13 from the Redskin 30. Riggins, wrap right from the 30. And he cuts into the secondary across the 40. It's 1st down and more. Doug Buffon got it. Riggins ran for 100 against Atlanta last week. Hits 15 there. Fresh set of downs for the Redskins, and the clock moving. Under a minute to go. Harmon, wrap right from the 45, and he gets a couple yards before Alan Page makes the stop. And that will be the end of the first quarter. After 1, it is Chicago 7, Washington 0. The Bears win the Central with a win today, because they'll have 9 wins. And that's all they need. So the Bears are looking for this one big time. 2nd down and 8. The scoring summary was a Roland Harper 1-yard run after a 15-play drive that took 8.5 minutes off the clock. Peyton 6 carries for 22. Avellini 4 of 5 for 45 yards. 2nd and 8 for the Redskins. Riggins. Warm up the diesel. Track left. And he gets across midfield into Chicago territory. Gain of 5 before Tom Hicks makes a stop. So 3rd and 3 for the Redskins from the Bear 48. Old-fashioned NFL football here. The Bears and the Skins. Riggins, short one in the flat to the near side. Theismann is rushed. He waits, he throws it to Fugit. Instead, he's got a 1st down. Tied in across the 40, 35. Gary Fensick with a tackle at the 31. A gain of 17. How about that? So Theismann improvises for his first actual pass. Imagine that. Imagine an NFL game today where your first pass of the game comes in the second quarter. You just aren't going to see that all that often. Medium pass to Daniel Buggs on a cross. Theismann is sacked by Osborne for a loss of 5. So Jim Osborne with his first sack. Theismann has found the grass here at RFK twice. And it's now 2nd and 15 from the Bear 36. And if you're wondering, yep, Mark Mosley says, yeah, 35% chance, but I can try that. Not yet. Off tackle right for Riggins. The Bears moved early across the 35 to the 30. They spot it at the 29. And so John Riggins, 4 carries, 31 yards. It's a 3rd and 8 for Washington from the Bear 29. McDaniel, short slant. Theismann with a quick drop. He waits, he's flushed. McDaniel's got it. He's got a 1st down across the 15. And Livers will make the tackle at the 13. That's a gain of 16. And it's 1st and 10 from the Bear 13. 12:27, clock running. Second quarter, the drive to the playoffs on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. If you're an adult looking for a hockey tournament, or just looking for one in your region of the country, www.hockeytournaments, all one word, .com. Get you a place. Harmon, trap left from the 13. Gets it across to the 10-yard line. Hartenstein makes a tackle at the 8, gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Skins from the Chicago 8. And yeah, there must be an injury because Harmon was not the Redskins' second running back. Washington goes out of the eye. Harmon is the fullback, Riggins as the tailback. Riggins off tackle left, but there's a flag down.
False start. Offense. Number 74.
George
5-yard
Stark
penalty.
with it. Now, what do you respond? No, I'm not. I forgot the joke now. So, George Hallis went to shake his cane and realized that was on the Redskins. And so he applauds instead. Riggins. Trap right from the 13. Has it. Gets a little bit of daylight before Buffon knocks him down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2, and it's 3rd and 8 for Washington. McDaniel. Short cross from the 11. Theismann looks to throw, and Livers got a hand on it. And so it's deflected, and so Mark Mosley, with a 69% chance, comes out for the field goal. These are some tired teams at the end of the year, and you're going to see that pretty much in every game. Technically, Mosley's chances are not Rob Gronkowski's percentage at 68.8% instead. Theismann will hold it, and Kuziel, the center, will snap it. Good snap, good hold. Mosley, however, pushes it to the right, and the Redskins don't make it. So the Bears start on their own 20 with 10:23 and a half. It is Chicago 7, Washington nothing. This is the drive to the playoffs, the Week 16 Reap Special on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had my holiday celebration yesterday, which is why there was no Cards and Dice Sunday, and we had a great time. If you are friends with me on Facebook, you can see a picture of me and my crazy family, but we all just had a wonderful time. Al, I'll email it to you, buddy. So Greg Latta on a short cross. Avellini looks around. He's got time. He dumps it over to Richards instead, who's hit immediately by Joe Lavender after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. So Avellini off to a great start. 5 of 6 for 49 yards and a 1-touchdown lead. Payton. Pitch right. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And so Payton, I thought it was a joke. It's a loss of 4, which is why you don't pitch by your goal line. Ever. So it's a loss of 4. Mr. McDowell must have been watching the end of our Chiefs and Broncos game last week and saw how easy it was to do. They actually keyed Payton on a run. All right, so 3rd and 10 for Chicago now from their own 20. Golden Richards on a medium hitch. Avellini back to throw. He waits. He rolls to his right. He looks. He dumps it down to Payton at the 20. 25. Dusick, one of 5 Redskins to make the tackle at the 26-yard line. 3 catches for Payton for 27 yards, and the Bears will have to punt. 8:56. Clock running here in the second quarter. Punt mediocre. Taken by Washington at their own 42. So Green called for the fair catch. It was a 34-yard punt. Good altitude, good hang time, but not a lot of yardage. And so with 8:12 to go, it's Washington nothing, Chicago 7. Washington has the football. So Theismann, Harmon on a sweep left from the Washington 40. Waits for a hole. He's not going to get it. In fact, Hartenstein makes a tackle after a loss of 4. And Gene Fugit, the tight end for Washington, is injured. He's gone for the game. So Reggie Haynes, we don't have a picture of Reggie Haynes, but he is a tight end. And Theismann will try a short slant to him. Beggars can't be choosers this time of year. He throws into coverage, and Haynes dropped it. So it's 3rd and long. Not a great offensive effort so far for the Washington Redskins. They'll go 3 wide. Thompson. Yeah, I will email that to you, buddy. So Thompson is the 3rd wide receiver. Ricky Thompson sits there right on that near side sideline. Danny Bugs with Danny Bugs. So medium slant to Danny Bugs. Theismann. Bears blitz off the corners. Theismann, as time he waits, he throws. He's got Bugs at midfield. 45-40. First down and a lot more. Fensick with the tackle up to 36, a gain of 28. Gaines did nickelback with the initial hit, but Bugs just broke away. And then Fensick chased him down. 1st and 10 from the 36 of Chicago. Hard to say all in one breath. So Harmon comes back in with Riggins and a fresh set for Washington with under 7.5 to go. Riggins will try one off tackle to the right. Give from Theismann from the 36. 35-30. Breaks into that Livers with a tackle, a gain of 9. And Ron Saul, the right guard, has made the big block. Now, I don't tend to root in these games, but I really want the Bears to win. Because I know what's coming if Washington wins. We would add the Packers and Rams from Los Angeles, which could conceivably even be an NFC divisional playoff preview. And if the Rams win, we might have to go to the Lions and Niners to decide the NFC Central. Clarence Harmon. Trap right, 2nd and 1. They expect a big hole, and nope, they don't get it. Alan Page knocks him down after a loss of 1, so spot it at the Bear 28-yard line. So Harmon wants to come out. And we're going to bring in Benny Malone. So Malone and Riggins. 3rd and 2. What can Malone do? Going to try a sweep to the near side on 3rd and 2 from the 28. Can't get a block. Hicks will knock him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, so under 5 to go. And again, Mosley is going to try the field goal. It's a long one. They're going with the wind. 44-yard line or 44-yard kick. To get the Redskins on the board, I'd play these games honestly. I don't want you to think that I don't. So Mosley with a 48.3% chance. Theismann, the holder. Snap is down. The kick is up. It's drifting right, and it just missed right. So 4:57 to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Bears from their own 28. Yep, there's a lunch stream tomorrow, Dave. As the drive to the playoffs presented by HockeyTournaments.com brings you to the Vet in Philadelphia for the 2nd of our winning in games. It's the Giants and the Eagles at noon tomorrow. If the Philadelphia Eagles win, they play these Washington Redskins Christmas night in the wild card game. But if the Giants win, we'll be playing football games till Christmas itself. Then I'll have to look. The Giants actually could conceivably make the playoffs with a win because they would be 8-8, and their conference record is very good. So that's tomorrow's game, and there'll be a game Wednesday at lunch. Kansas City and Seattle. Kansas City can clinch a playoff spot with a win over the lowly Seattle Seahawks. And then we kind of get into the what-ifs and the if-thens and the Norgates and all that. So at least 2 lunch games, and then we'll we could potentially have, depending on what happens the next 3 nights, today and the next 2 lunches, a doubleheader on Thursday. And if we do that, the day game would be your conventional noon time at lunch, and then the night game would be right around now, 7:30 Eastern time. And I can't get into games because it really depends on what it is that matters. It's week 16. So 1st and 10, as Walter Payton says, I want to play football now. Okay. Off tackle right to Roland Harper. Avellini with the snap. And Harper sucked up by Dallas Hickman right at the line of scrimmage. So clock running. Payton on a sweep to the far side for the 28. And he gets nowhere. Dusick with the tackle, a loss of 3. So when you key on him, Payton 8 carries, 15 yards. And Dusick is 5 tackles. The Redskins wanted Payton to get the ball, and Avellini delivered. So 3rd down, Bashnagel comes in as the 3rd receiver. Payton short flat. Excuse me. Avellini to the far side, and Dusick leaps and couldn't get it. So Avellini throws an incompletion, and the Bears will have to punt 4th and 13. And as our buddy Al says, this is becoming a defensive slob knocker. Parsons back to punt. Green, the returner from Washington, he stands on his 30. He'll come in, short punt again, ballooned into the wind, taken at the 45, across midfield. Tackle made by Myers after a 6-yard return. Only a 32-yard punt. So with 3:32 to go in the half, Washington takes over on their own 49. That's pretty rare, 2 shutouts yesterday in the NFL. McDaniel on a medium slant from Theismann. Theismann looks, he has time, he gets bugged instead. 1st down inside the 40. Buffon with the tackle at the 37, a gain of 14, and 1st and 10 for the Redskins from the Bear 37. Riggins gonna draw one up the middle. Corner blitz for the Bears. Riggins into the secondary, across the 30. Not a 1st down, but Hicks makes a tackle after a gain of 9. So Riggins has 7 carries for 51 yards. And 2nd and 1, one more play before the 2-minute warning. Benny Malone, pitch to the right from the Chicago 28 to the sideline. 1st down and a little bit more. Spot it at the 24. Stopped with 2:05, but they're not saying 2 minutes. Oh, because he went out of bounds. So the Redskins, because he was knocked out of bounds, get the luxury of being able to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 from the Bear 24. Mark Mosley has missed 2 field goals for Washington. Trap right for Riggins from the 24. Can't get it. Buffon with a loss of 1 with a tackle. That's 6 for Doug. And at the 2-minute warning with 1:59 to go, it's the Bears 7, the Redskins nothing. This is the drive to the playoffs, Week 16 extravaganza, brought to you by HockeyTournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. 2nd and 11 for the Redskins from the Bear 25. And it was a wild day. I missed all of it. McDaniel on a medium slant. Theismann looks, he throws. He's got McDaniel at the 10. And Livers makes a tackle after a gain of 17. Clock running 1:51. Is it Livers or Livers? Does anybody know? Benny Malone on a sweep to the right side from the Bears 8. 1st and 10. He gets to the 5. He cuts the corner. He scores. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Benny Malone beat the delayed blitz. Hicks and Fensick were on the blitz. And the Redskins ran it. Let's watch the replay. He cut through 1 tackle, Went for the corner and got in. 7-6 Chicago. 1:16 to go. And the extra point from Mosley is up and good.
Personal foul. Defense. 15-yard penalty.
Alan Page does not make the judicious move and kind of throws a sucker punch at somebody. They don't throw him out because you don't do that with him. But it is a 15-yard penalty, and so the Bears essentially are going to get a touchback here with 1:16 to go. The Bears playing for the return, they won't get it. Season over for you. I got to say, as a Giants fan, I was a lot happier how the second half went. But here's some poor guy last week when I did the Minnesota-Detroit game. He comes in and tells me that some Viking coach had been fired, and I had no idea who the hell it was. Turned out it was the offensive coordinator. Tells you just how much football I watch. So 7-7, 1:16 to go, 1st and 10. Golden Richards on a medium slant. They're going to try them with the football. Media blitz. Avellini has company in the backfield. He finds Harper at the 25. Harper runs it out to the 28. It's a gain of 8. 1:08 to go. They go hurry up and run Peyton trap to the right to see if they can get the first down. He gets across the 30. He's got the first down. Spotted at the 34. Dallas Hickman with the tackle. A gain to 6, and with 50 seconds left, the Bears have it 1st and 10 from their own 34. Let's see what Bashnagel can do. They go 3 wide, 2 to the left, and it's a medium slant to Bashnagel. Avellini has time, throws. Bashnagel over the middle of the field. He's got a first down. He gets it to the 49-yard line of Chicago. A gain of 15. Again, Bears call time. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Avellini playing a very respectable game. 8 of 10 for 78 yards. So, 1st and 10. Short slant to James Scott. Avellini has time. He dumps it down to Richards. First down at the 40. Joe Lavender knocks him down after a gain of 11. They're going to go hurry up here. Medium fly to Richards. Avellini looking, throws. Richards got a first down, 25-20. Not quite. Spun down to the 22, a gain of 18, 13 seconds left. And so the Bears will try the field goal from there. Thomas comes in with 4 seconds to go, but a good drive by the Bears, who really are not a fast break offense. They are not going to be chucking and ducking all over the field. It is grinded out, ground control, Big Ten football played in an NFL uniform. So a 71% chance here from Bob Thomas. Parsons, the punter, will hold, and Neal is the snapper. Yes, I am sure. So from 39, the kick is up. It's drifting dead center. And so at the half, the Chicago Bears are 30 minutes from the NFC Central Division title. They lead Washington 10-7. And your scoring summary, it all came late. Malone on an 8-yard touchdown run Mosley converted the extra point. And then Thomas at the gun made it 10-7. Theismann 5 of 7 for 92. Avellini 10 of 12 for 107. Peyton 9 carries for 21 yards. The Redskins defense has been magnificent. Riggins 8 carries for 50 yards. First downs 10 of 8 from Chicago has the advantage. Yardage 152 to 147 in favor of the Redskins. Time of possession 15:43 for the Bears. 14:17 for the Redskins. And I'm going to take a drink. The second half of this prime time special is presented exclusively by hockeytournaments.com, www.hockeytournaments.com. From Los Angeles to Moncton, if you're looking for a tournament, hockeytournaments.com is where you want to go. And I'll throw in a special congratulations, since we're doing that, to the Eastern Massachusetts Roller Hockey League, starting its 20th year in 2019. Congratulations, and yep, missed field goals are a killer. All right. Had a drink. Got to be careful how much of that I drink over the next 45 minutes. The Redskins will return it. Green is the deep man. Forte and Anderson are the short men. Thomas has it on a tee. The weather is good. It's 42 degrees. Wind going from, well, right to left in this corner. Bears are kicking left to right. And the game is back underway. Taken in the end zone. And held right there. Right? Nope. Well, we're not going to see it. And it doesn't matter.
Team.
Because it's a hold. I'd tell you what happened, but you wouldn't believe me anyway. The penalty is real, and so was Terry Hatcher, and we start this drive from the Washington 11. 10-7 Bears, 14:54 to go in the third quarter. So Haynes is the tight end. Gene Fugit is hurt. Riggins and Malone are the running backs. Buggs and McDaniel the wide receivers. And Theismann is going to try to pound this one out. That sounds kind of dirty. Riggins off tackle left. First play from the 11 is across the 15. Hicks makes a stop after a gain of 6. And that's Campbell for the Bears that you see blinking there. The left outside linebacker, but he says he's fine. So 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. And Malone will try a trap to the right. Give to Benny Malone from the 17. He's stopped right at, they'll give him 1. 3rd and 3 for Washington as Buffon makes the tackle. Yeah. They certainly were, in Terry's case, quite spectacular. 3rd down and 3. This sounds like I'm drifting into a Saturday night conversation here. You know, my sister enjoyed the strawberry shortcake conversation. Didn't understand why I didn't appreciate her sweet gift of trying to wake her big brother up, but she did get a kick out of it. Short slant to Danny Buggs, and there's a flag down.
False start. Offense. Number 74.
Again, it's
5-yard penalty.
And George Hallis in the booth is is having the time of his life now. So 3rd and 8. A short hitch to Danny Buggs. The Bears are going to blitz. A screen to Malone. Let's see how this one goes. Theismann to the near side. He looks for Malone. Malone's got it at the 5, 10, 15, 20. First down and more. 25, 30 before Plank can make the tackle up to 32. Doug Plank, the free safety. And it's a 19-yard catch by Benny Malone. So 1st and 10, a fresh set for Washington on their own 32-yard line. They trail 10-7. Malone off tackle left. 1st and 10, and he gets it across the 35 before Fenton can make the hit at the 37. 2nd and 5. And so the Redskins moving the football. 4 plays, 26 yards. Riggins off tackle left. Meant to do that to the right. Anywho, he gets it to the 40-yard line. Campbell's hurt again for Chicago, and this time he's got to come out. So, Devlin. Chris Devlin comes in, and he's not all that great. 3rd down and 2. Double tight end set for Washington. They want the first down. They're going to run it. Trap right for Riggins from the 40. And he gets a block in that secondary. Gets across the 45 before Livers or Livers or nothing I ever wanted. He gets Knocks him down at the 48. Virgil has 5 tackles. And Riggins has 67 the hard way on 11 carries. So McDaniel comes back in. 1st and 10 for Washington. Good drive for them. 22 carries, 91 yards. Bugs on a medium hitch on 1st and 10. Theismann throws it. Bugs has it inside the 40. Flag is down. Tackled by Smith at
Holding offense.
But it's coming
Number
back.
74.
Stark
10-yard
again.
penalty.
That's his 3rd flag, and that is a 27-yard penalty. You take the 1st down off the board and back them up 10. And so 10-7 Bears, 1st and 20 for Washington from their own 38. And Riggins says, I'm putting my head down. Give me the draw. And Theismann says, you go get it, big boy. And Riggins gets it, runs right into Alan Page at the 40-yard line. So 2nd and 18. 10-7 Chicago. Riggins and Malone are tired, but it's the end of the year. There isn't really anyone else to give it to. Haynes, the tight end on a short slant. Theismann looks, he throws, incomplete, and Osborne is shaken up for the Bears, and he's coming out. He'll be back, 10:04 to go. And for Washington, well, no, that's really not good news. So Thompson is in as the 3rd receiver. He's slotted in towards the bottom here. And on 3rd and 18, well, you could try a long pass. Medium out to Ricky Thompson's the call. Theismann from center looks. He rolls, he looks, and that is deflected by Gaines and intercepted by Schmidt. No return, but Terry Schmidt made a good interception, and he'll just take a knee right at the 42-yard line. A terrible pass by Theismann. I don't know where he was thinking. It was deflected. That was a near Redskin receiver by 5 yards. Anyway, the Bears get it 10-7. They had the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 42. Payton. Pitch right. From the 42 across the 45, he gets it to midfield. They're not going to give him the 50, but he'll take it to the Chicago 49. 2nd and 3, and Reeve Sorey, the left guard with the big hole. Dallas Hickman, who's playing for an injured player, has 9 tackles. So Albrecht is out a week and Fugit's out. And I don't know what the deal is for Washington, because none of the Thomas, I believe, is not available due to injury. If the Bears win, it doesn't matter how long Albrecht's out for, because they got the bye week anyway. Washington does not have that luxury. 2nd down and 3. Harper, trap right. From the 49, it gets across midfield. He fights for the 1st down. He got it. McDowell with a tackle after a gain of 3. Under 9 minutes to go. 10-7 Bears. 1st and 10. Screen to Roland Harper. It's going to the far side. Avellini throws. Harper's got it. 50, 45, 40. 1st down. McClinton with a tackle after a gain of 10. And Avellini, who needed to step up and win this for Chicago, or at least take the pressure off of Walter Payton, has done so. He's 11 of 13 for 117 yards. So when the Bears have had to throw, they've done it, and they've done it successfully. Are you listening, Kansas City? 1st and 10 from the Washington 38. Roland Harper on a dive from the 38. Cannot get a hole, and Coy Bacon, whose name I haven't called a lot tonight, makes a tackle after a gain of 2. So 8 carries for Harper for 13 yards. 2nd and 8. And Payton will run a sweep to the right. From the Redskin 36, give it to Payton. Payton tries to find the hole and isn't going to do it. Brooks was one of a gaggle of Redskin players to knock him down at the 40. And so Payton has been held to 24 yards and 11 carries. 3rd and 12. Going to be a medium hitch to, or medium out to James Scott. Redskins' first loss at RFK in the playoffs was against the Bears. What year was that? It wasn't in 78. Medium out to Scott is the call. Avellini back to throw it. He has time. And he finds Scott down the sideline. 1st down, 25. Almost to the 20 before Parrish knocks him down. He steps out at the 22, a gain of 18. And so the Bears convert. Washington, by the way, is favored by 7 in this game. The Bears convert 1st and 10 from the DC 22. Roland Harper on a sweep to the near side from the 22. Across the 20 before McDowell can make a tackle at the 17. Well, this is the first of 3 straight days of games. We'll have the conventional day game tomorrow and Wednesday. And then, who knows? But join us tomorrow at noon, presented by HockeyTournaments.com, for the New York Giants and Philadelphia Eagles. The second of our 3 win and in games in Week 16. The Eagles beat the Giants. They are the wild card, the other wild card. And we're not done yet, Al, but thanks. Remember to hit that like button. Yes. If the Eagles are the wild card, they're coming here Christmas night to play the Redskins, all for the privilege of playing the Cowboys on New Year's night. Aren't you excited about that? All right. 2nd and 5. Payton off tackle left. This time he goes to the far side, and he's got a flag down. McClinton makes the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
Offense.
And it's coming back. It's on Sorey.
Penalty.
So it's 2nd and 15, the year before they won the Super Bowl, I think Mark says. So that would be 84. Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. These 2 teams played some tough ones in the 80s. So 2nd and 15. 2 tight end set. Cobb joins Lotta. Payton says, off tackle right from the 27. He gets to the 25. Lorch makes the tackle. He's a defensive end, Carl Lorch, and Payton is stopped after a gain of 5. Spotted at the 22, 3rd and 10. And Payton wants a breather. Robin Earl comes in with Harper. Golden Richards, 10, huh? 71% chance of making a kick from here. On a medium out, Avellini back to throw. Redskins blitz. Avellini rolls. He looks. He finds Harper at the 20 to the 15, and it's down to the 12. 4th and 3, and Thomas will come in for the field goal. Bob Thomas from 32 yards. Wind and what little there is in his face. Neal will snap. Parsons will hold. Thomas drills it. And so Campbell's back for the Bears. With 3:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Chicago 13, Washington 7. So the Bears are in good shape, despite Payton and company being held to 58 yards on 23 carries. You can't ask the Redskin defense to do much more than that. But Bob Avellini, 13 of 15 for a $142. The kick is down 5 yards deep in the end zone. So bring it out to the 20. Then Joe Theismann and company will start from there. 3:54, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, McDaniel on a medium cross. Theismann Looks, throws, dumps it down to Benny Malone. Instead, Benny's got some room across the 30. First down, 35. And a gain of 18 as Hicks makes the tackle. And so Malone has made 2 huge catches for 37 yards. And the Redskins have it 1st and 10 from their own 38. Don Riggins 1st and 10 off tackle left from the 38. Across the 40, but not much more than that. They'll give him the 41 before Jim Osborne makes the tackle. 13 carries for Big John, and the Diesel has 72 yards. If you just joined us, and I'm not sure if you have or not, so if you've heard this repeatedly, well, pretend you're watching on TV. Bears win, they win the division. Simple. The first 3 games this week are all winning in. The Bears, Eagles, and Chiefs can all win the last playoff spots in their respective conferences, simply by winning. A Redskin win opens up the Packers and possibly the Lions to win the NFC Central. And so that would be what we would do Thursday. If the NFC Central, we'll enjoy watching the Panthers. If the Bears lose, if we need to finish the NFC Central, that potential doubleheader would be Thursday. We would play the Packers and Rams at noon, and if the Rams win, there's a quiz on this later, boys. If the Rams win, then we would play the Lions and the Niners at night to determine the NFC Central. 2nd and 7. That's if the Redskins win. Bugs on a medium slant. Theismann back to throw. Late blitz. Theismann picks it up. He dumps it down to Hayes, who's got a first down. He's across midfield. Fensick with a tackle at the Chicago 48. So Theismann is 8 for 12 for 140. Malone off tackle left from the Chicago 48. Gets a little bit of a block before Hartenstein makes the tackle at the 45. 2nd down and 7 for the Redskins from the Bears 45. Last minute of the third quarter. Here at RFK. Riggins, trap left, 2nd and 7. Waits, and he got across to the 45, and it's a Campbell on the blitz, and it's just a gain of 1. So it's 3rd and 6 for Washington. 3 wide receivers as Malone comes out. McDaniel, I need 6, huh? Short slant. Theismann under center. Has time. He's got McDaniel for a first down at the 35-yard line. Livers, we'll call him that, makes the stop at the 35, 1st and 10, and we've played 3. With 15 minutes left to go at RFK, the Bears are holding on 13-7. And the only scoring in the third quarter was Bob Thomas on a 32-yard field goal. This has been a good defensive game. I would not put this in the slob knocker territory. Yardage 241 for the Skins, 200 for the Bears. First downs 13 apiece. The Redskins have ran the ball better, 26 for 100 compared to the Bears, 23 for 58. But Bob Avellini, 13 of 15 for 142. Really is a difference. So from the 35, it's a fresh set for the Redskins. 1st and 10. Malone back in. Actually, Clarence Harmon's going to come back in. He's a better runner and better receiver. Snap right to Clarence Harmon from the 35, and he gets the legs moving, and Buffon knocks him down at the 31. 2nd and 6. Just the start of the fourth quarter here at RFK. Theismann looks at Harmon on a short pass in the flat to the near side. Theismann has time, but he doesn't have Harmon. He threw it high, incomplete. 3rd and 6. So Bugs, I need 6, huh? Short hitch to Danny Bugs. Theismann back to pass. Quick throw. Plank got a hand on it. And Hicks is hurt for Chicago. He's done. So they deliberate on the sideline. Mosley, it's a 37% chance he could kick this from 48. 4th and 6 from the Chicago 31. And out comes Mosley. Theismann to hold. Kuzio to snap. Mosley gets a foot on it. That's a good kick. That is going to be good. He drilled that. That was low from the get-go. But it doesn't matter. Style points don't matter. 14:07 to go in the ballgame. Chicago 13, Washington 10. I'll do that after the kick. Mosley sends it back to the 1, 10, 15, and good coverage by the Redskins. Lavender slobbered Mashnagel at the 15, so it's only a gain of 14. Walter Payton comes out. 14:01 to go in the ballgame. Chicago 13, Washington 10. This is the drive to the playoffs. Presented by HockeyTournaments.com on Retro Sports Network. So the Bears would like a touchdown. Field goal does not salt the game away from them. A touchdown would do it. And so they're looking at Scott on a long slant. No, they're looking at Richards. They don't want it picked. So they're going to the highest receiver. Redskins in the backfield already. Throw. Richards has it at the 32. 40. Almost at the 40. Lavender got it. And Avellini's on fire. He's 14 to 16 for $166. They got 24 and out of the shadow of their own end zone on that one play. Spotted at the Bear 39. And now Roland Harper on a trap right from the 39. And the Redskins just stopped that. McDole. 2nd and 10. The Bears have done nothing on the ground, but they're ahead. Payton, pitch to the far side. Pitch left from the 39. And that is sucked out in the backfield by Big Dave Butts. That's a loss of 3. And so instead of having the Redskins kind of question where they are defensively, that bomb toughened their resolution. And the last 2 plays have gone for naught. Dan Jiggets, who was playing left tackle, made the bad block. Jiggets isn't supposed to be in there. He's a bench player. Scott on a medium cross. Avellini back in the pocket. Now he's going to run, and McDole knocks him down after a loss of 4. So that's the first Redskins sack, and when you needed the Redskins defense to find that extra gear, they pump it in there like a Ferrari, and now the Bears are going to be forced to punt from their own 32. Parsons stands on a 17. Green back to return it for Washington. He stands at his 23. Good punt this time. Fielded at the 25, 30, 35, and that's it. Walterschild makes the tackle at the 34. A 10-yard return upon a 44. 11:03 to play in regulation time. Redskins ball. They trail 13-10. Again, you don't need to get cute here, and we won't. Trust me. Fireman, sweep to the left. No audible. Screen to Riggins. Theismann looks to the far side of the field. He can't find anybody. And Hartenstein made the hurry. That's his 2nd of the game. And now Theismann is 9 of 16 from 149. The Redskins defense responded after being challenged. Let's see how the Bears do. Harmon. Sweep to the left. To the near side from the 34. Gets a block across the 40. First down and more. 50. 45-40. To the sideline. 35-30 before Plank makes the tackle. And Harmon got a gain of 37. That's his longest run of the year. And give Terry Hermeling, the left tackle, all the credit in the world. He's the one that made the big block that gave Harmon the huge lane. and it was a gain of 37. So the Redskins get a fresh set of downs with the clock stopped at the Chicago 29. 1st and 10. Not what the Bears wanted. The Redskins have now run it 28 times for 141. Riggins, trap left from a 29. And that's stopped right there. It's a loss of 1, and Campbell's hurt again. He'll be back in a play or two. And so it's a loss of 1. Ball to 30. 2nd down and 11 for the Redskins. Clock running. They trail 13-10. Harmon. Off tackle right to the far side from the 30. Gets his legs moving. Buffon with a stop at the 27, a gain of 3. And for Doug Buffon, regardless of how the Bear season goes from here, that's his 100th tackle. And you never know, that might get him into the HockeyTournaments.com Pro Bowl January 23rd on Retro Sports Network. So 3rd and 8 for Washington. They don't want a field goal from here. It's not a gimme. 10:25 to go. McDaniel, they need 8. Short hitch is the call. Theismann back to throw it. Throws it quickly. McDaniel has it. 1st down. 20-15. Livers makes the tackle up the 11. Campbell's back for Chicago. So the Redskins have it 1st and 10 from the Bear 11. They're driving 5 plays, 55 yards in a hurry. 9:43. 4th quarter, clock running. Riggins. Trap left. Near side from the 11. And he stopped right at the 11 by Revis. Don Revis, his first tackle. 2nd and 9. They'll give him 1. They'll spy it at the 10. Harmon. Pitch right to the far side from the 10. And he gets a block to the 5, but not a touchdown. Buffon saves the touchdown. That's his 10th tackle. It's a gain of 8. And the Redskins have it 3rd and 1 on the 2. 8:19 to go, and everybody's up now. 2 tight end set. Thompson comes in to block with Haynes. And we're looking at Riggins. They need 1. They don't need to score to get the 1st down. Riggins says, dive. Theismann says, yes, sir. To Riggins, who dives and scores. And so Riggins gets the touchdown, and the Redskins go up 16-13. 7:41 to go. John Riggins, 17 carries for 75 yards. Mosley with the extra point. That's good. And so now the Bears need 7. A field goal will help them. Doesn't kill them, but they have 7:41. And they need 7 points. Well, a touchdown, essentially, will win the game. If not, all hell's going to break loose on Thursday. Mosley gets it away. Taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 36-yard line. Baschnagel with a 31-yard return. Harris with a tackle. And Avellini and company got a break. No flag. And plenty of breathing room. So 7:36 and 64 yards for the Bears. They can do what they want. Short slant-a-lotta on 1st down. Avellini, it looks around, finds Harper instead across the 40 to the 45. He stretches. It's a gain of 9. He's a yard short. But Harold McClinton gets a standing ovation from this Redskin crowd as he makes his 100th tackle. So 2nd and 1. Yeah, this has been a good game. Absolutely. The Diesel scored. 2nd and 1. Payton. Off tackle right. Under 7 to go. First down, Chicago, as Peyton chugs it across midfield. Spotted right on the feather of the mascot. Right on the 50. How you doing, Dave Little? Redskins 17, Bears 13. A Redskin win throws the NFC Central into chaos, as the Packers and Lions have a chance. So do the Bears. The Bears aren't out if it loses, but they're going to need a lot of help. First and 10. Medium slanted Golden Richards. Avellini looks, he takes his time. He's got Richards for a first down inside the 35. Lavender, right at the 35, makes the tackle. Avellini is playing the game of his life. He's 16 of 18 for 190 yards. We go under 6 minutes. The Bears moving it. Peyton off tackle left from the 35. And there's a flag down. Butts
holding offense
made the tackle.
Number 70,
but the right
penalty.
tackle, Rick, again, gets called for the hold. So the clock stops, 5:25. And first and 20 from the Washington 45. 5:25 to go. Peyton. 2 tight end set. Peyton. Off tackle right from the 45. And he keeps the legs moving for a gain of 3. Second and 17 from the Washington 42. Peyton, short one in the flat to the near side. Avellini looks, he throws. He's got Peyton at the 45, 40, 35, 30. Peyton looks close to a first down. He won't get it. But it is a gain of 15, and now Avellini's over 200 yards. McClinton with a stop, and it's 3rd and 2. From the Washington 27. Field goal won't do the Bears much good. I mean, they would kick it with all 3 timeouts, but they need 5. So a touchdown is what they need. Roland Harper. Trap right. They need 2. And he's got it. He's got the first down and a couple yards more. He waited for the hole. His line to the blocking. He gets 4. Spotted at the 23. A 1st and 10 for Chicago. Walter Payton. Off tackle right. 2 tight end set remains in the game. Peyton across the 20. Hickman makes a tackle at the 17. And Dallas Hickman, who's playing in the reserve role, has 10 tackles himself this evening. 2nd and 4. Back to a conventional set. 2 wide receiver, 2 running back. And so they look to James Scott on a short cross. Under 3 minutes to go. Avellini has time. He's got Scott at the 10. Scott's going to score. Scott's got a touchdown. And the Bears go up 19-17. No, not quite in the falsetto yet, but yeah, Avellini is playing out of his mind. 18 of 20 for 222 yards. And the Bears now lead at 19-17. And Thomas with the extra point is good. All right, Joe Theismann, it's now your turn. With 2:28 to go, Chicago 20, Washington 17. Washington's outgained Chicago. And so the Bears are now 2 minutes and 28 seconds away from the NFC Central title. And Thomas hit that with such authority, he drove it 8 yards deep. So Washington has 3 timeouts. They need a field goal to tie it. A touchdown sends us into chaos on Thursday. So the Bears win it in, and right now, that's what they've done. Their defense has got a hold for another 2 minutes and 28 seconds. McDaniel. Short slant on 1st and 10. Theismann to throw it. McDaniel's got it at the 29. First down. Livers with a tackle, a gain of 11, and They're going to run a hurry up. 2:20 to go. Riggins. Trap right. 1st and 10 from the 31. And that pretty much went nowhere. He got 2 with it. They keyed him. And with 2:03, we go to the 2-minute warning. Oh, yeah. Yep. Mosley missed 2. Mosley missed two field goals earlier. So Chicago 20, Washington 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning. This is the drive to the playoffs. So Week 16 special on Retro Sports Network, presented by HockeyTournaments.com. 2nd down and 8. And it's going to be Harmon short in the flat. Looks to the near side. Theismann throws out of Harmon's reach. So it's 3rd and 8. He did. Riggins has played a whale of a game. But now you got to throw it. It's 2-down territory. You don't need 8, but you need to get something. And that something is a short slant to Danny Buggs. Theismann throws it quickly, and it's got it. Schmidt has it. The sticks come out, and he barely has it. 1st and 10 for the Redskins from their own 41. Theismann, Terry Schmidt with a tackle. I thought that route had been tipped. But what a play by Buggs to secure that. Redskins go hurry up. Screen pass to Riggins from the 41. Theismann quickly incomplete. 1:26, 3 timeouts. You got to figure 39 yards ties the game. They don't need a touchdown. They need a field goal. And Mosley has missed 2. 1:26 left. McDaniel on a medium slant. Theismann has time. He looks, he throws, and he's got Livers intercepted. Livers intercepted. It's a gain of 10. And if it's Livers or Livers, wrap him in bacon and hand the division to Chicago. That might have clinched it. 3rd interception of the year. And the Bears stop the Redskins. Spot it at the Redskin 44. A 1st down will end the game. 3 tight ends set. Golden Richards joins Cobb and Latta as the blockers. Peyton's back there by himself. Sweep right. 10 yards from the division. Peyton gets to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Washington calls timeout. 2nd and 10. Peyton will try a trap right. Dandy Don warming up. Dandy Don's, we've all got that private jet going. Reminder, tomorrow at noontime for a conventional regular, well, it's the last week of our regular season. Giants and Eagles, same situation. Eagles win, they are your other NFC wildcard. They come to D.C. on Christmas night. If the Giants win, we'll be doing some figuring, boys and girls. Trap right to Peyton. 2nd and 10. Across the 40. He did what he needed to do. He got 6. And from the 38, Washington calls time. 1:05 to go. 3rd and 4. Peyton. Sweep to the left, to the weak side from the 38. And he won't get the 1st down. Coy Bacon with a tackle, but Washington's out of timeouts with 59 seconds left. And so they did their job. It's going to be a sideline punt from Parsons. And so Parsons, there's a flag down, and Parsons didn't put this one near the sideline. Washington will get a touchback. And there's no flag. All right, no timeouts. Riggins the lone setback. Thompson, Buggs, and McDaniel, the wide receivers. Theismann, 52 seconds. They need 30, 50, well, about 60 yards. It's not over yet, but boy, oh boy, is it awful close. Thompson on a medium slant. Theismann from the gun. He looks. He's taking it all day, and Thompson's got it at the sideline. 35. Gaines makes a tackle at 37, but he doesn't knock him out of bounds. 43 seconds left from the 37. Medium fly to Bugs. Theismann out of the gun. Bears blitz. Theismann will dump it down to Riggins. That's not what they want. He's tackled at the 40. A gain of 4. 20 seconds left. They got to get this one out of bounds. Long hitch. McDaniel, 20 seconds left. Theismann has time. He looks, he throws it, and Plank deflects it, and it's incomplete, and that's the ball game. Turn out the lights. The Bears have won the NFC Central. They come into Washington. The Redskins will end their regular season a very respectable 10-6, but Bob Avellini goes 18 for 20 in a virtual playoff game for Chicago, and for the second year in a row, the Chicago Bears have won the National Football Conference Central Division. Albrecht and Hill, doesn't matter. The Bears got a bye week. And that was a fun game. Bob Avellini, 18 for 20 for 222 yards. If you thought that Walter Payton could be held to under 50 yards and the Bears would win a virtual playoff game, well, thank Bob Avellini. So we don't know where the Bears are playing in the divisional game. We know that they're playing the Los Angeles Rams. We just don't know where. But the Central is decided. It's the Bears. Congratulations to the Chicago Bears. We'll see the Redskins on Christmas. As Al says, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. We love it if you do. Tomorrow it's the Giants and the Eagles. We could wrap up the NFC playoff picture then. Until noon tomorrow, I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. Have a very good night.